Hello everyone, welcome to or back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, I'm Brooke, and if you've been following for a while or seen my other videos, it's so glad to have you back. Today is episode 2 of teaching my Reiner how to showmanship. So this is Memphis. She doesn't know anything about showmanship, like whatsoever. And to be fair, neither do I. I've only done showmanship with horses that are fully showmanship broke, fully horses that are trained and successful in the showmanship class. So I however, have never trained a horse to do showmanship. So this is a first for both of us. Today's lesson or today's session, we worked on getting the trot. Because last session it was just about walking, a little bit of steering and stopping, which is she's naturally really good at anyway. So I started around walking, and when when I'd ask her to stop and she'd walk a little bit past me, that's when I would just tell her to no, back up. And you can see by the end of it, she gets the gist of it, and she's, how do I word it? She backs up before I ask her to, if that makes sense. So we'll stop, and then she's like, oh, gotta back up now. So she'll naturally rock herself back. I don't know if you can pick that up in the video, which was really impressive. And then when we started to trot, you'll see when she starts to, I tried to ask her normally, as in just running beside her and clucking. But obviously that didn't quite work. So then we went back a few steps, and I was like, okay, well, what does she do now? She knows how to lunge, and she knows how to trot on the lunge. So I thought, okay, let's kind of do that. So I stood in a lunging position, but instead of going in a circle, we kind of just went in a straight line-ish. So that would teach her to trot in a straight line, if that makes sense, with me running next to her, because at first she was a bit freaked out. She's like, whoa, why are you running in front of me? Because obviously the pressure is coming from the front and not behind, and you want her to kind of go into it, if that makes sense. So I started in the lunge for a little bit, and then eventually we got to the point where I softened the cue, and I didn't have to stand like that, and all I had to do was cluck and kind of run forward on the spot, and she was like, oh, that means trot. So obviously it's not a very pretty trot. She's quite tense, but head in the air, and definitely not soft and supple enough to do showmanship yet. But that's obviously not the goal in this lesson. The goal in this lesson is to just get her comfortable, happy, and learning the steps, really. And then in the next few lessons, or the next few sessions I should say, we'll get more into, how do I word it? We'll get more into find the details, can you trot in a straight line, can we trot? And once she gets used to the cues, then we can really up the difficulty, if that makes sense. But that's relatively all that we did in this session, to be fair. We did after we did a few sessions of trotting, we'd stop and we'd just do back to walking and halt, because she's naturally a little bit hot. She's kind of a weird mix of hot. She's there's not really a middle ground with her. Usually she's either extreme hot or she's extreme lazy. There's not necessarily in between. So you could tell when she gets to the trot, every time she'd walk, she'd assume, because she's very clever, she'd be like, oh, okay, now we trot. So we did lots of walking and stopping in between, so she wouldn't get used to or assume that we were trotting every single time, if that makes sense, because obviously you don't want her trotting off when you don't want her to trot off. So we did that, and then you'll see at the end of the video where we did that last trot to halt, and that was the first time we ever did it, and she did it so phenomenally. We'd never done that before, ever, and it was so great, and I was like, oh, that's amazing, we'll finish there. So that's where we finished for the session, really. Yeah, I hope you learned something. If you want any advice or tips on how to do anything showmanship related, not that I'm an expert, or if you want any more tips or further explanation of things I'm doing to teach her how to do showmanship, but yeah, please drop those in the comments if you do. But yeah, that's everything for this video. So thank you so much for watching episode 2 of teaching my Reiner to showmanship. And this class was trotting, really. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Bye!